You want to clean your tools at the end of the season. I often use my wheelbarrow. My wheelbarrow is the all-purpose garden cart slash washing machine slash, you know, everything. I do everything in this little wheelbarrow. It's a great little thing to have. Now, if you notice there, old Mongoose over there, the big blue broad fork there, has got a bunch of mud on it. You know, these have got some rust on them. And here's a quick tip. Do not leave your tools like I have outside. You see the rust here. You see how it's worn here. Now look at old Mongoose over there. She's been inside all summer, and she's looking good. You look at Mr. Chop Fork here, and he's looking kind of rusty and kind of beat up a little here, and not looking so good, not looking so hot. See, you if you keep your tools outside, you'll be replacing the handles in a year or two. And this is an old broad fork that's been in my family for many, many years. So, keep your tools inside. At least put them up when you're done with the garden every day. And here we are at the end of the season. We are going to clean up all our tools and show you how to put them away. And so they will be good to go all winter. They won't rust over and will be ready to go in the spring. Now, good old soap and good old Clorox bleach. You know, you can use any kind of soap that dishwater. Just put it in the wheelbarrow. Put your maybe half a cup of Clorox bleach. Now here's why you want to do this. Here's why you want to clean them just like you were washing the dishes at home. Because just imagine that you had the flu and you ate dinner on your plate and used a fork and a spoon, and then you didn't wash it or sanitize that fork, and you just gave it to your wife or your brother or some other family member, and they ate with that fork. What would happen to them? They would also get the flu, right? Don't want that. So what you do is, my upper beds in my garden have a lot of fungus problems. They always have. It's just especially in the autumn of the year when it's wet, there's a lot of fungus problems directly in the ground. This is one of the reasons why I grow with primarily above ground raised beds. But all my above ground raised beds do not have the fungus problem. So when I have to tend the garden with these tools in the upper beds, if I take these tools that have been used in the upper beds and use them directly in the lower beds, guess what's going to happen? Those lower beds are going to get as sick as the upper beds eventually, right? So what you do is, after every use in the different beds, if you know you have a kind of a fungus problem or anything like that, you need to wash them just like you would washing dishes. Your garden can get sick just like you can. Your garden is a living organism, or it's not an organism, it's a whole ecological system of organisms working all the time. And so what you need to do is a way to keep it healthy. And you want to do this in the end of the season when you're putting all your tools away for the winter. And you also want to do it if you have a situation where you're like mine, where part of your garden where you're growing directly into the ground has some disease problems, and another part of your garden is totally fine. And so you want to do this as well. So just put a little bit in, about half a cup, maybe a cup of Clorox bleach, as you can see here. Here's the soap, and I'll be back in just a second to show you how I clean them up.